promised in my last week video, I will share how I made handmade paper from recycled paper. So we're gonna start with recycled paper. Here I'm using my kids' unwanted scribble paper. I literally took it from the trash. First we need to tear it into small pieces. Here I just use a 4 piece of A4 paper and it can make up to 7 A5 size handmade paper. Not necessarily paper, you can also use cardboard boxes or also an egg tray. Okay, now put the small pieces of paper that you've cut into a container. Then add water to it. Lots and lots of water until every piece of paper submerge. Next, you just need to leave it soak overnight. And if you hate waiting, I have a tips for you that helps the paper break down faster. The trick is to add a bit of soap in the water and make sure to mix it well. Wait for at least 15 minutes and it's ready to be blended. Here I'm adding more water to make it easier to blend. I'm using a chopper here, but you can also use a blender or a hand blender if you want. But if you don't have any machine to do so, you can also use lesung batu, which need less water, or you can also use a bottle and shake it, but you're gonna need quite a muscle for that. Yes, those method works too, but you will not get the same fine texture as a machine made. So this is the texture we're looking for. This is what we call pulp. For normal A4 paper, after blend, it will turn quite a purplish color like this. But don't worry, when it's dry, the color will turn white again. Next, take a large container to put the pulp in. I have 2 here, so we can make 2 colors at once. Okay, now we're gonna add the color to our paper. It's up to you to use any color you want, as long as it's a water-based color. I put the pulp here in this container because it's easier for me to mix. If you watched the part 1 video I posted last week, you knew that I got this turmeric powder in my paper making DIY kit. So here I'm gonna test it out. This turmeric powder is used as a pigment to color the handmade paper. Just pour it in and shake the container. When you are satisfied with the color, just pour the pulp into the large container. I already put tap water inside the container. So just mix the pulp with the water until it's even. For the other one, I'm using watercolor and repeat the same step. I'm adding more until I'm satisfied with the color. Color dia sama dengan baju. Can you tell that I love this color? It almost matches my sweatshirt. Do note that when it's dry, the color will turn a few shades lighter. Okay, first I want to show how I made two-tone handmade paper. Now we're gonna need this paper making screen. You can buy this in Shopee and I will provide the link in the description below. You can also make it yourself by using a frame and a net-like fabric if you have that at home. Or if you have a flat sifter like this, you can use it, but your paper will gonna be round. Here my screen is in A5 square. Okay, now take your screen and insert one of the end in the container and scoop out the pulp. Do this several times until you are satisfied with the amount of pulp that you get. I would suggest for you to do this to the lighter color first. Turn it around and do the same thing to the other color. Scrape out the excess pulp on the frame to get a cleaner look. And it's ready to be pressed. It's easy, just flip it over on a fabric and dab the excess water out using a sponge or a cloth. And then pull out the screen. Hang it and let it dry. And you're done. If you need the detail on that, I've showed it in my part 1 video. So if you haven't watched it, I suggest you to watch it. I'll put the link in the description below. Next, I'll show you how we can decorate the paper. We're gonna use the dry flower we've made before. You know how we put flower in a book to make pressed flower? And we have to wait at least a week for it to be dry? Well, I have a trick for you that will take less than 5 minutes to do so. If you want to know how, go and watch my video about pressed flower. after this. As always, I will put the link in the description below. You can cut your flowers or leaf if it's too big. Okay, now you can scoop the pulp to the screen as I did before. Then you can start arranging the flower as you please. Before you flip it on a cloth, you need to put some pulp over the flowers and press gently to kinda seal the flower in place. For me, the best method to do this is by using spoon or hand like so and gently run the pulp water on the flower. If you don't do this properly, the flower will not stick to the paper when it's dry. And the last one, I will demo I'm doing a bits and sprinkle I got from the DIY kit. Well, actually my daughter will do this one. I think this paper making activity is very good for kids too. She seems to enjoy it very much, and I'm sure your kid will love it too. You can experiment on many things to put on your paper. Just be creative. So, let's see how it turned out after it's dry. That's all from Untitled for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out all the other videos that are listed in the description below. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, press subscribe now and also the bell button so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. See you in my next video. Bye. Assalamualaikum.